good, YouTube? Hey, so today I'm coming at you with a brand new reaction. This one is from NIGHTWISH. I've heard some good things about this band. I am ready to take a look at it. This is called The Greatest Show on Earth. It is their official live, and let me tell you, from what I hear, it's going to be something I like. It's going to be something in my wheelhouse, and I'm super, super excited about it. So, with that being said, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe. Here we go. Ooh. I like that. It's so pretty melody. Beautiful. Okay, really quick, I have to just throw this out there. I am a soundtrack, cinema, epic feel kind of guy. I love. It's actually one of those things that inspired me to go to music production school. It inspired me to want to be able to create like music scores for films, things like that. I liked people like Hans Zimmer. I wanted to, create these big epic film scores, and this gives me those vibes of big epicness. Like just this really just well-rounded, melodic, just pure bliss is what I'm feeling right now listening to this. And I don't know how else to describe it except for pure bliss. It's so beautiful already. And it's just music, and it's so beautiful. Oh my gosh, it's so amazing. I love it. I'm going to back it up just about 20 seconds or so. Oh, wait, I made it go forward. There we go. Is that epicness? I get the feeling, and I may be completely off on this, but especially with the background, it kind of seems like outer space almost. Um, it has this very. If anybody's ever seen the movie Interstellar, it has those vibes of like space traveling. I don't know how else to describe it other than it feels like I'm in a spaceship and I have the symphony around me because I can hear all of the violins and things like that, and it's incredible. And then you hear this just sweet melodic sound, this pleasing sound that's coming from the keys, and you got the guitar that's it's just so beautiful. But it feels almost kind of like you're in a spaceship. The top little bracket is, the big window, and then these little windows are like where your feet go, and you really feel like, especially with like the where the drum set is, and then where both of the people on the left and the right are, you almost kind of feel like you're in this big giant spaceship. It's amazing. Right. Let's continue down this road. I'm telling you, I'm only 2 minutes and 30 seconds in, and I'm already like falling in love with this. Of the intensity. That's a voice? Dude! What in the world? Oh, my heart. My heart. My heart. My heart, y'all. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. My heart is like, oh my gosh, this is so amazing. Wow. This is like the epicness that inspires me. Seriously. Her singing is incredible. Holy moly. That's like power lungs right there. I have never I've met one person who can sing in like a high falsetto. He can sing in a high falsetto, but I don't think I've ever seen anybody be able to hit notes like that. Like outside of, yeah, that's incredible. If this is live, I mean, it's so difficult to get that clear and crystal of a voice live. you can get it in the studio, but live, dude, this is like, I feel like I'm just like in the outer space out there. Supernova, another supernova, giant dwarf, things like that. Oh man.
After sleeping through 100 million centuries, we have finally opened our eyes on a sumptuous planet, sparkling with color, bountiful with life. Within decades, we must close our eyes again. Isn't it a noble and enlightened way of spending our brief time in the sun, to work at understanding the universe and how we have come to wake up in it?
So I will say that this has actually surprised me. Wow. It started out with like super epicness vibes of like cinematic vibes, and then all of a sudden it just went boom, and here we are. And I wanted to listen with a little bit because I didn't want to stop it right in the middle of a chorus because I've never listened to this before. And I know how upset people get when I stop in the middle of a chorus. And so it's hard for me to figure out when to stop, especially in a song like this where everything is just awesome. So, a couple things is one, my mind is like blown right now. This is incredible. Number two, when it talked about like basically like the universe, and now I'm kind of putting two and two together. One, they got the space theme on the you know the backdrop thing, and then all of a sudden it changes obviously with it. I think it's like a different book because I saw earlier it was like one, and then this time it says two, life, and the vibe has changed. Now it's like metal. And so I'm wondering if this is like a progression, and they're calling it the greatest show on earth. I'm wondering if there's going to be like a part 3 and a part 4 because I see the little breaks in the line here. And my guess is, I mean, they have a huge band. They have a huge stage, a lot of lights, and very, very contrasting stuff. And I'm excited to see where this goes, but there is so much here. So much here, so much musicality. I mean, you have to be incredibly talented, even to sing in the range that she's singing in. I mean, I got a 2 octave range, or not 2 octave, a 2 note range. Not 2 octave. I wish I had 2 octave range. I have a 2 note range, and even then, I'm like a half step lower on everything. But her, that's really, really hard to sing in that lower voice, and to be able to really, and then all of a sudden belt out something super high. Like, that is incredible. Like, she's a really good singer. Holy moly.
The outside world is the stuff of stars, getting the tree of a biological whole. Enter my the tapestry of chemistry. There's a writing in the guiding, leading us to the mother of all. We are one, we are universe, focus of what will be, science of the evolution. Chaos fast, riding the tide of our soul. A day-to-day new opening for the greatest show. We are here to care for the garden, the wonder of earth, of every form most beautiful. Every form most beautiful. Are one, we are a universe, forebears of what will be, science of the Devonian sea. Hey, your stars, riding the tide of our soul. A day-to-day new opening for the greatest show.
All right, so really quick, I just have to point out an observation. I see the coral reef behind, and then it looks like the coral reef has grown. So I'm kind of wondering if this is like a growing and a shifting type of vibe. Now, what I really like about this is that there's so many different pieces. And what I also like about music is that someone can make music about something that is really random, and the music can still be amazing. Someone can have a particular purpose for writing their music, and their music can still be amazing. And what's nice about music is that when you take away the nitty gritty and you just jump down to how talented these musicians are, like the incredible ways that they are playing their instruments, their craft. I've played a 20-minute field show before where I've had to jump around to like 12 different instruments and a marching band, right? Front ensemble type thing. But even still, I've played 20-minute concerts, I've done all that kind of stuff. This is great. And no, it's not great. I'm sorry, I lied. It is absolutely amazing, okay? What's making it amazing is that there's a progression. What's making it amazing is that they're not sticking to one single thing. They're actually like, they're not necessarily, I'm not going to say the word evolving, but they're definitely growing, and they're getting more intense, they're getting less intense, they're getting more intense, they're getting less intense. It's almost like the waxes and wanes of life. That's what it kind of feels like. and it's absolutely beautiful. The musicality of it is beautiful. It almost seems like, yep. Okay, so number three. So this is now a new story. This is incredible. It's like they're progressing. They started off with this sweet sound of like, and they called it the universe, and then it goes into this ocean, and now it's like hunting type thing. So it's almost like it's telling a story kind of. Let's get into this one more. It seems like there's somebody that's chasing, or something that's chasing something else, and like all of the musicality, even the ooh, 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 even that in and of itself is musicality that's going towards this storytelling. It's amazing. I love this. Wow, okay, so everything burst into flames. You saw animals running back and forth, and then it looks like the night sky again. I don't think I'm following the story. But it seems like it's evolving, right? It seems like the story's evolving. But And here's the thing is, I don't necessarily have to understand the story. The title of the song says "The Greatest Show on Earth," and this is a very amazing show. I don't need to understand each of the stories combined and what they mean. I can see that there's like a little bit of a story, and so I know it's a story. But the musicality behind it, incredible, incredible, incredible. That guy singing, his tone is awesome. I love the raspiness in his voice. Musicality, on point, on point. I love it. Snake, a kid. I'm almost wondering, because now they're showing like they showed a kid, they showed trains with that were polluting the air. They talked. I remember her singing something about a mushroom cloud, and that's like nuclear. And then you see all the pollution, and this is the first time that they've shown any sort of pollution. So I'm wondering if they're talking about like the progression of the Earth. It was super super calm, and then they talked about the universe, and then they introduced the water, and then all of a sudden they're starting to introduce people. And so I'm starting to think that it might actually be like the progression of how we've gotten to where we are. Maybe. I don't know. This is incredible though. I love the storytelling nature of this. It's really awesome. That's some incredible stuff right there. Okay, so pause really quick. Time out. Okay. We were here, and then it's showing like all these progression, like the industrial age, kind of, and then all of the dancing, all of the things. So this has definitely got to be like a progression thing, how things change over time. That's got to be what it is. Now it's called The Understanding. So let's dive in. Let's dive into this one. I see a tree limb. It looks like it's broken. See a lot of light. So let's see what this is. Nice and soft
we are
music.
going to die, and that makes us the lucky ones. Most people are never going to die because they're never going to be born. The potential people who could have been here in my place, but who will in fact never see the light of day, outnumber the sand grains of Sahara. Certainly those unborn ghosts include greater poets than Keats, scientists greater than Newton. We know this because the set of possible people allowed by our DNA so massively exceeds the set of actual people. In the teeth of these stupefying odds, it is you and I, in our ordinariness, that are here. We privileged few who won the lottery of birth against all odds. How dare we whine at our inevitable return to that prior state from which the vast majority have never stirred?
So here's the beautiful thing about music. And you know, I don't know anything about this band. This is the first time I've ever seen this. First time I've seen a Nightwish video. First time I've heard a Nightwish song. First time I've ever seen this video or heard any sort of thing about these lyrics. And I will have to say that songs are written for creativity. That's what I personally believe. I have different beliefs than what was just shared. I'm a pastor, but I believe that songs are written with creativity in mind. And I don't think there's anything wrong with that. I think that the creativity side and the musicality side is just as important for these guys. The musicality is crucial. I mean, I teach musicians how to be better musicians. I teach kids how to improv when it comes to playing keys, so that way they can create something incredible. And I don't have to agree with the keys that they choose to play, or the chord progressions that they choose to play, or even the lyrics that they're choosing to sing. At the end of the day, it comes down to the musicality. And this band is incredible. Incredible. Absolutely incredible. Let's watch the rest. Six of them. Holy moly. Wow. And you know, their outfits are awesome. Just saying. The lead singer lady and then the guy with the beard. I am so jealous. I can't grow this part of my beard. At least not very fast. And this is like a year and a half into growing. Little caterpillar, you know. So I'm like super jealous whenever I see someone with a super long beard.
Thus, from the war of nature, from famine and death, the most exalted object which we are capable of conceiving, namely the production of the higher animals, directly follows. There is grandeur in this view of life, with its several powers originally breathed into a few forms or into one. And that whilst this planet has gone cycling on according to the fixed law of gravity, from so simple a beginning, endless forms most beautiful.
That makes a lot of sense. That makes a lot of sense. It was peaceful in the beginning, and then the ocean, all the little life forms showing up, and then the age of industrialization. So it's talking about evolution. That's what it's talking about. How the world evolved in their perspective. Wow, that's actually really deep. I mean, it's an incredible creative show, and that's pretty cool. Again, we have different beliefs, and I think that's okay. It's okay for people to disagree. But I do really enjoy this show. This show is absolutely incredible. You have some incredible musicians. You have some incredible talent. It takes a lot of work to be able to have those backing tracks. It takes a lot of work to be able to create the music, to be able to play the music, to be able to get all those fans there, to be able to all the lights. It takes so much work. Not one person can do it. Cannot do it on their own. So, in terms of the show and the theatricality, I love it. Do we agree on the message? No. And that's okay. Because I still think that this is a really amazing show. The greatest show on earth. Who am I to say it's not? Because I think it's awesome.
And most wonderful have been and are being evolved.
Yep, evolution. Evolution. That's okay. It's okay to agree to disagree. It is okay to have different opinions. I'll tell you, a lot of my friend group, they don't have the same beliefs that I do. Trust me, if I were to tell you that, all of my friends were in the same group of people, that would be a red flag to run away. But they're not. Out of all of my friend group, I would say maybe 10% of them are Christian. They know I'm a pastor. But that's not what it's about. It's about me sitting there loving them where they're at. And at the end of the day, sometimes people have different beliefs. Sometimes people have different views. But one thing we can agree on is the musicality. One thing we can agree on is the theatricality. Those two things right there are enough to take someone and put them in a better frame of mind to sit and have a conversation. There's nothing that taking a book is going to do to slapping someone upside the head with a book. There's nothing that it's going to do to have a conversation. But what does end up having conversations and what does end up showing the creativity side of things is things like this, the greatest show on earth. It's amazing. First time I've heard Nightwish, not the last time I'm going to hear Nightwish. Because I thought it was pretty cool. So, there's that. This was a pretty long video, but that's okay. Because, like the title says, the greatest show on earth. So I'm looking forward to seeing what else Nightwish has. And if you want to join that journey with me, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe. I will see you guys on the flip side. Take care.